What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Semen del Piso back once again after a pretty long time actually. We are still in New York, of course. What's going on?
Yo, what's good, fam?
What up, what up?
You all right?
I'm all right, good, good. Don't forget it's a weekday, so they're still doing construction. Kind of nuts. What's nuts really is just all these buildings coming in, all these new things that, you know, people like me and others, the majority of others, can't really afford. So we just have no choice but to look at them in awe and huge disappointment. But anyway, so what we're doing, we're about to head into Whole Foods now, and we're gonna do the little shopping haul, of course, do grocery shopping. But this time, I just want to sort of talk about semen retention whilst I'll do it, right? But we're not gonna talk about it in a metaphysical way or a spiritual way or anything like that. Rather, we're gonna talk about it in terms of health, physical health, health of the body, health of the various myriad systems in the body, and how the power of a good diet could help with semen retention exponentially, greatly. So let's head in now. We're gonna see if we can pick up a cart and start our little shopping. One thing about Whole Foods is that they have all these things on sale, right? They like to promote discounts and whatnot. But in reality, all the foods that are not the best for you, which Whole Foods does actually sell as well, remember it's a supermarket, are usually the things on sale, and the organic things, the really good stuff, are never on sale. First thing I do when I get to this place, I like to come for meat. I like to sin a little bit and get the bone-in. They don't have a bone-in grass-fed, unfortunately, but it's still good. I could go for taste. How does this relate to semen retention, right? So steak, not only is a very, very tasty food item, but it has all 21 amino acids, right? I'm gonna put this in here. It has all 21 amino acids that the body needs to grow and develop and perform optimally. Let me see if I can get a New York strip. How that helps with semen retention is that you want items, you want food items that are complete in nutrients. It's a whole food. It has all its vitamins. It has all its nutritional value. Meat has a lot of that condensed in this small package form. You eat that, you know, granted you mitigate the amount of salt that you put on it, pepper and other seasonings. You will gain such a robust form, especially with exercise. Ultimately, what you want to focus on is the gross product of semen. And to do that, you need whole foods like steak that has all of its amino acids, so you can have the most optimal, effective gross form. So that's ultimately what you're chasing, the gross product. So fruits provide that value as well. So I'm a big fan of pineapples. Pineapples are incredibly high in vitamin C. You want to produce this gross product. And by doing so, you want to retain every single one of the nutrients of the whole foods that you are consuming on a daily basis. You want to have chips, you want to have candy every now and then. The main focus of your diet are whole foods, foods that are complete in their nutritional structure and value. What's crazy, by the way, we're gonna go around again. What's crazy is that they got cherries right now, and it's not even the season for cherries. Of course, they're coming from South America, which is much more of a reason for me to go over there. What are cherries good for? Cherries here are really good as vasodilators. The heck is a vasodilator? Well, vasodilator is a very antiquated, archaic term that refers to opening up the blood vessels. Why that's good, you are imagining? Well, that's good for performing optimally on exercises. That's good for the ergonomic and effective flow of oxygen through your blood cells, through other parts of the body that need it. Like say, for instance, you, especially when you need blood delivered to the brain for optimal thinking or just thinking in general. With cherries, on a diet of cherries and pomegranates and other foods that are vasodilators, it helps with this process. Well, remember how this relates to semen retention. You want to retain all of these nutrients in the body. When you don't have this stuff, you know, when you are constantly releasing, right? And you're not eating proper whole foods, your body's going to be constantly in a state of exhaustion, perpetual exhaustion. So it's going to start reaching into other parts of the body in order to operate. This may come from muscle. This may come from even bone strength, bone density. The power of semen retention is immeasurable. When you eat a lot of these whole foods consistently and you're also conducting this practice of semen retention, you are not only giving the body a whole reservoir of an energy reserve to do daily activities, but also you are reinforcing the other parts of your body, your muscles, right? Having stronger blood vessels. You are slowly but surely lending to stronger bone density, which is incredibly important. Let me see if I can get some more strawberries and blueberries and whatnot. If you need a little bit of an inspiration, in 1 year, I put on 25 pounds or 30 pounds of muscle and strength. And during that year, this is last year, during this year, I was on semen retention, right? I was on semen retention very, very actively. I feel incredibly stronger. Why do we get blackberries? Blackberries have seeds. The seeds are very good for gut health, which is good for the digestive system. Let's carry on. We're going to talk about the digestive system as we move forward. The digestive system in particular is super related to the practice of semen retention. On semen retention, of course, for the people that practiced this for a very long time, you've realized that you don't really have any stomach issues, right? You don't have any stomach aches, pains, ulcers, or whatever. That reason is because when you are on this practice, the gross product that you're trying to produce is developed, reinforcing your digestive strength. I guarantee a lot of the people that I asked that have been on this practice for a very long time have definitely talked about and toted digestive strength being one of the great benefits of semen retention. Speaking of digestive strength, this is usually my favorite. I really like the habanero lime, but the jalapeno flavor is really good too. It is fried. It does use seed oils, which are not very good for the body, especially in regards to semen retention. If you're retaining really bad stuff, like I guess seed oils, and once that stuff is broken down in the body, it can be more harmful than it is good. But I'm only eating a little bit, right? A bag is good. Gut health. Gut health is the most important. If you are not on semen retention, your gut health is inevitably going to suffer. And with that, that means that you're not defecating in the frequency that is healthy, and you are retaining a lot of poison in the body through the means of waste, food waste. Food, generally, right? Of course, for practitioners of semen retention, you're supposed to steal the nutrients from it through the mastication and then the digestive system, your metabolism, which is metabolizing, the food, removing the vitamins and whatnot, and then getting rid of the waste as quickly as possible. When you have these systems in your body performing optimally, then you're a healthy individual. When that digestive system suffers, right, you are not metabolizing the nutrients of your food, right, as quickly as possible, as strongly as possible, and you are retaining waste in the body. It turns to poison, and then you'll suffer naturally. And usually you could tell if food is pretty bad for you if you eat it and then you feel an immediate exhaustion or debilitation of some sort, lethargy, mental lethargy. These symptoms, when you experience them immediately after consuming food, is a telltale sign that most likely the food is not very good for you. Let's go to my favorite thing, sparkling water. Personal favorite flavor here, pineapple mango. So why I picked up sparkling water now is because I don't drink soda. I don't drink at all. I don't drink any alcohol. And remember that stuff, let's talk about alcohol and how it's horrible for the retainer, right? You guys are not supposed to be drinking at all, alcohol whatsoever. When you are on this practice of semen retention, when you are retaining your nutrients, right? You're retaining the nutrients that the body is metabolizing from food, right? You eat your cherries, you're getting your vasodilators, right? Blueberries and whatnot, you're getting, when you consume the seeds, and it aids with gut health, you're retaining those nutrients in the gross product of your semen, and it continuously helps you with optimizing your activities in daily life. when you start to consume alcohol and liquor, which are mostly poisons. These things are retained in the body, and it starts to affect the different aspects and different parts of your body in various ways. It lends to the erosion of their bone density, synapse death right in your brain. We can go on a whole tirade about how alcohol is completely horrible for individuals, especially the retainer. Still water. But if you've noticed, it's in a glass bottle. I try to mitigate the amount of plastics on the food products that I consume, or the beverage products I consume a lot, because plastics are completely horrible for the body, and especially for the retainer. Plastics leave a residue when accumulated, of course, especially retained by the retainer, the semen retention practitioner. It has the same debilitating and destructive and toxic effects like alcohol. It will erode the different parts and faculties of the body. Please be careful. I always say, like, if you're gonna be on the practice is good. Being on semen retention is very, very good. But ultimately, you can't be too rigid. You have to give yourself a little bit of leeway to enjoy the foods that you like, but of course in controlled amounts. Eggs are incredibly good, right? Have good cholesterols. You do have to worry about the amount of cholesterol that you consume in eggs, but eggs has omega-3s, which are incredibly good for your cell health. We got most of the things that we came here to get. Ultimately, how semen retention works physically is that you are retaining the gross product, the gross form of sperm, semen, in your body. This gross form could be used for a whole plethora of things, such as physical activity, mental activity, especially the constitution and fortitude of your body and your brain, all the different faculties of the body, the sense faculties. And that gross product, because it's being utilized for so many things in the body, you have to make sure that this gross product is being produced with the ultimate foods that you can get. Please mitigate severely the amount of junk food that you do consume. This is how I see it. I have my meats, like I said, for the 21 amino acids, which are great in the fortification of the body, mental, physical. I have my fruits here. Fruits are excellent, especially the ones that with seeds, blackberries, raspberries. They're good for the optimization of gut health, because if your digestive system is out of whack, you are retaining poisons in the body, and that will be to your detriment. Also, what helps with a lot of the distribution of the vitamins in your body is the gym. When you're at the gym and you regularly exercise, like, you do cardio, you do exercises that increases the heart rate, you are accelerating the blood flow in the body, which in turn optimizes the systems of the body. Are you online? Okay, thank you. You want to eat food and you want to quickly metabolize all the nutrients from that food, and you want to get rid of the excess waste as quickly as possible. That is the main function of food. I'm a big fan, a huge fan of tropical fruits. Fruits that grow in the tropics, like pineapples, mangoes, kiwis, dragon fruit. You want to keep eating these things. These are the most powerful. They're very high in the vitamins that the respective fruit carries. And being a semen retention practitioner, you can't even say that word, practitioner. Being a semen retention practitioner, you're retaining these vitamins in your body, and they are being utilized to allow the body to perform
Register
optimally.
8.
There we go. Let's go. By far the best things out of all the items I bought. Steaks are very good for you. Meats and garlics and seasonings do tantalize the sex urge. And it is true. How do you say? It's just it's the energy of it. You utilize it, you meditate with it, you're calm with it, and you use it for its desired purpose. You're not misfiring this force. You're not misfiring at all. You're not firing anything. If there's one thing I want you guys to take from this video, is to eat more steaks. Please, please. And it's very easy to sear both sides, throw in the oven, salt, pepper, whatnot. Well, I have the QR code. Whenever you're ready. I had my checkup a couple months ago, I think in October. My blood cholesterol, within the range of what's good, it was actually on the lower end, and I was eating like 4 steaks a week. So, what does that say, guys? I'm telling you. Steaks and fruit. Steaks and fruit. Thanks a lot. How you doing? Keep eating steak.
Enjoy your steak, dude.
My fault. The elevator's over there. You know, I take the stairs. This is something I usually do. This is not something I'm just showing off to you guys about. This is like, this is me. This is just how I do things. Anyway, Summer del Piso out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please don't ever let this world get you down. Stay radiant. Peace.